Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you a box, a quite literal cool looking box, which would have been cool if it wasn't for this rubber band and whatever this is. So anyway, this is a box that has two portions, a top box and a bottom box. The bottom box has no opening, so it is oh yeah, it has an opening, but it is meant for storing nothing but air and to make the structure look cool, kinda. And it has a top box which serves the real purpose of holding a book. And this box, which it is a box, but it's not a box. It's a shelf that is a box because it is covered in all four sides by Legos. All four sides, more like six. But let's open it. Hey, look, there's gear. There are gears. Some black ones, black beauty. I'm in no mood to disassemble this whole box to show you the gear box. So you'll just have to do it for watch this. Those gears right in there. Anyways, this box, like I said, stores a book in a cool way because this top box holds a book in a cool way. And there you go, the book's out. Anyways, let me sponsor this book, which the company definitely didn't pay me to sponsor. It is like number one New York Times best-selling author. Anyways, this is the last book of the Throne of Glass series, The Kingdom of Ash, which I'm currently reading. Not for kids. This is the box when it is empty. Maybe I should stop calling it a box. It's more of a box, but it's a shelf. It serves the purpose of a shelf, and it's damn. It closes in a cool way, yeah. It definitely closes in a cool way. If it wasn't for the bad luck. Anyways, let's put the book back in and start the real video. Fuck. Ooh, it's closed. Let's start. So let's start with the two main parts of this shelf. The first and the most important part of this shelf is the book. Without a book, there is no use for the shelf. Or you can store air inside it, which would serve no purpose other than breathing. But you can't store inside Legos. This is the second part of the shelf, which is the shelf. It is used for storing books in a cool way, and this is a Lego channel, so I imagine we can make a shelf out of Legos, but I currently do not have enough. I currently do not have enough Legos to make a large shelf, and especially I do not have enough. No, I do not have strong gears that could handle the load of 1,000 books in one small structure. Like literally, it bends easily. So, anyways, I started off with a shelf that was literally like the top part of it. I mean, I'm not talking about this shelf. It was like basically a box, rectangular, where you can fit a book, and it had no lid, no opening, just it was covered on all five sides except for the sixth side, which was the front, from where you are supposed to take out the book, or you wouldn't. Now, then I made another box, another shelf, which was a proper box because it had nothing but a lid. And the structure wasn't like this, it had a large lid and a large bottom, but not, but excluding this part. This part was just to support the gear, which is inside because, like, the book is heavy for the Legos because you have to bear the load of this entire structure built atop the box with only two gears inside, which are definitely gonna slip. So, when the this is my final box, which was my first aim to build a box which had a cool looking opening, like an opening, like a door. But then I changed my mind because I decided to make something far more cooler. Then the idea of a missile launcher came into being, which wasn't in my mind at the time. I just said, why not make it like this is the front, or the front stopper, which would stop the book from slipping out, and this would be the main box, and there would be some structure underneath to lift the top. Then my original idea was to make the bottom a lot thin, like three units thick, 3 units thick, just that. But then I changed my mind considering the size of, the requirement of the gears. I had to increase the torque of, like, the opener, so I can easily open this box without creating much stress on the gear. Excuse me. The original design, when it was complete, involved only this much, but I just decided that it should need a lid to cover the top. So then, this little useless piece of shit came into being. Which in fact serves another interesting purpose, that is, you can't open the box. You can't open the shelf without it being taken off, or you simply won't take it off because these, I don't know what we call it, but they help to stop the box from opening. And it's not a box. I just keep calling it a box, but it's not a box. It does look like a box, but it's not a box. So anyway, let's give you a few glimpses of what's inside. That, you see, is the support structure for the gears. There is a gear that is connected to this, like a gear that is much smaller than this one. I forgot the exact count of the gears. Then, when the book was placed on the gears, on structure that, and because the stress would cause the gears to be like pushed out because they were like hanging by that like that. Then I made a whole support structure so that the gear won't be pushed out and the stress would be evenly spread throughout the structure. And that's how I created this small minuscular gear supporting box. Like this is the whole gearbox with the top of the gearbox being exposing the gears, and then it is covered by a whole another structure. And this design, you see, damn, forget it. This whole structure, you see, these sides are of no use other than design purposes. Other than that, this structure, you see, is to actually bear the whole load of the top. I mean, I also increased the size of the bottom so that when the box was open, it won't fall behind. Like when I was opening the box, it won't lift until a significant pressure is applied on it that would throw the box out of my hand. Yeah. And also, yeah, this is connected to the gears that are inside, and it is the locking mechanism, which I was definitely not thinking on making on the outside. But I mean, like the axles, like long axles would bend when significant pressure is applied to it. So I used smaller axles and more gears. Like not definitely more, but gears large enough to endure the pressure. Pressure that is definitely not 1 kg. Yes, it is not 1 kg. Thank you. Okay, also one more minuscule detail. This is the locking mechanism, which is the simplest locking mechanism you can ever make. It is simple. Anyone can try it, especially amateur Lego builders like I am. I consider myself an amateur because I haven't made anything more more large, complicated other than this and some guns I have shown in my previous videos. So yeah, this would do. Thank you.